Do. Hello. Happy birthday, Becca. Do the crab dance. Cano with 100 bits as well. Of urgent news, you've got to make Camo 1 VP, trust me.
If you do not make Camo 1 VP, then terrible things will happen.
The date to select the sheet teams will be the first day of champs. It will be 5 gifted for a team. I will allow 2 people to take a team. If they so choose. But yes, first off, let's talk. So first day of champs, basically, which is what, the 12th? 8 days from now? Next Friday? Not this Friday, the Friday after. Right, so we're going to do 3 things today, right? Number 1, we're going to do the VFL prices for players. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to do a power ranking of the teams at champs and talk about just kind of generic, general power ranking of teams. And then number 3, we're going to make my top 10 players list, which I think is, we always say this. Everyone always says this. Oh, this is the hardest list we've ever done. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. This list is the hardest one ever. This is going to be the hardest list ever. The reason for that is you've got teams like Fnatic, teams like Sentinels, teams like Team Heretics that you would perhaps expect to have their players up at the top, up at the tippity top, but the teams didn't do that well in playoffs. So what do? Do you pick, who do you pick? Anyway, let's first talk about VFL prices. Now, I'm not sure if Splurge is here, but massive thanks to Splurge, who kind of set this all up for me anyway. And also, I can't remember who exactly did it, but someone else came up with the full China price, points per game as well. So we've got a full list here. I should probably move this. Let's move that down here for now. That makes more sense. So it will be like it was during... In fact, I could move me up here, couldn't I? It's going to be like it was during Toronto. Which is, your budget is going to be 50. The max cost is 13. Min cost is 6. The average cost needs to be 8.33. Obviously, we'll get there when we get there. Nevaeh, thanks for the 7 months. Thank you for the 7 months. 7? How much will Lakia cost? Well, I got bad news for you. In fact, I got bad news for all the Gen G players. What are the rules for anti-VFL? Do you want me to come up with the rules for anti-VFL? So, rule number 1, you have to spend 47 of the 50 budget. You have to at least spend 47 of the budget. You'll have 6 players, of course, like everyone else will. You can't get around that. Obviously, your goal is to score as... You want 47.5? Let's just stick it at 47 for now. Let's stick at 47. You have to spend 47 of your budget. You... Obviously, you have to have 6 players. You have to score as the least amount of points that you possibly can. You can IGL whoever you want. I think the rule should be that every time that the stage ends, so every time that you get 3 transfers, you must use those 3 transfers. And they must be to 3 players that are still playing. There will be no bench players, Solwek. There is no bench in this. What are you guys doing watching Valorant when you can't be buying Silksong? No. Stay here. Put Silksong on your second monitor. Put me on the first monitor. But I think those should be the rules. I don't think you need more rules than that, to be honest. Try and score as low as you can. You have to spend 47 of your budget at all times. And I'm on your third monitor magnum. Jesus, you got 3. Why you must transfer 3? Because, well, you have to. Let's put it this way. Yeah, you don't have to transfer 3. That's a good point because your players might make it through. But I'm like, obviously in this, what you could do is you could just transfer players out to players that aren't playing anymore and get 0 every time. But let's just say you have to have. As soon as a player gets eliminated, you have to try and transfer if you can. Because obviously in champs, what you're going to try and do on anti-VFL is pick players who won't make it through. Right? So you'll end up with 0 players. That's your goal. And then for the next stage, you want just 3 players. And then 3 again for the last one. Right? Because you want to pick teams that are losing. Hello, Splurge. Thank you for the sheet. I am just going to use your stats. Because I couldn't be bothered to get the stats myself, so I just figured we'll just use this and roll with it. And then yeah, as I say, we'll do the power ranking after this, and then we'll do my top 10 players, which I think will be very, very hard. That could take me a while, to be honest. So I've just sorted the teams by their names. Is there a good way of doing this? I think normally, generally, what I like to do is just kind of go. You know, just kind of start filling some in and then, you know, review the list after and go, oh, well, that's wrong, right? But I think initially the best way of doing this is just to say, fuck it. Let's just do it. Actually, it might be a bit easier to sort by role, to be fair. How do you sort here? Will that work if I do that? No. Do I have to highlight it all? And go sort A to Z. Am I dumb? Do I have to tablify it first? How do you tablify something? You have to like insert table. Convert to table. What? Oh, is it? Can I just make this a table? There we go. Oh, that's a bit all over the place. Sorry, Splurge, that's gotta go. Well, it looks ugly. What is that, man? What is that? Let's just put this at champs. VP. What is going on with these ones? That's a Rastix with 24 months as well. How kind. Right, I think we're good there. I think we're okay. Why is that so big? The player name is that long? Why is that one so big? Right. Sort you. Well, I kind of wanted to do the duelist first. So maybe I'll just start there. Right. Duelist first. Now, obviously, these teams are in groups. And unlike in Toronto or Bangkok, they, you know, will play the teams in their groups. So we know the teams, well, they might not play a certain team, but, you know, we know what teams they could play. I don't really think that that matters because ultimately, as we go through the tournament, obviously, then we don't know who they'll play. So I don't think that that personally matters that much at all. So I'm going to say, let's just start with YZ. So YZ, stats-wise, is very, very good. Right, this was his average points per game. This is his kills per map. That's his 4Ks. That actually says 5 there that you can't really read because it's so high. So he's doing a lot of damage. Now, our max cost is 13. Max cost is 13, so I think he's not going to be a 13 because obviously he's playing for Billy Billy. But I think somewhere in the 12.5 at minimum. Splurge, you've lost your mind. You've lost your mind. He's not a 13. I know his stats say 13, but he's playing for Billy. He's not going to farm nearly as hard as he did. And also, here's the other thing, right? The job of the prices is not to correctly price players. Okay? That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is making it so that everyone seems like a good option. If I offer most people, do you want YZ at 12 or do you want, you know, let's say Aspas at 12? Most people will just pick Aspas because they know of Aspas more than they do YZ. That's just an example for you, but I'm going to say YZ for now. I'm going to put him at 11.5 as our starting point. I might want to change this conditional formatting as well. Make that a bit light. Or I could change it to white. It's a fair point. I didn't think about that. Could change the text of these to white so that you can see it. And again, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Also make it center. What have you put it on the bottom? I mean, I'll be honest. I don't like people who do. In tables, I like to do this. Oh, fine. If the rest of them are, and again, I could do it for all of it, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Right, 11.5. Spirits. Now, Spirits playing on DRG. I mean, have you already gone through and given them all roles as well? Like, is Ackerman actually a duelist? Did he play more duelist than anything else? Did Spirits and Ackerman both play more duelist than anything else? He did play more neon than anything else. And yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I knew he played a lot of Clove. I just didn't know which one he played more. But yeah, it was more neon. Spirits. Now, if you take a look at it, he is getting more kills generally than Ackerman for DRG, but not a ton. I think if anyone's going to be low as the duelist, it's probably going to be these two. Expectation probably not super high. I'm probably looking here at like, I mean, he still could pop off a bit. I'm going to say a 9. And I'm going to say Ackerman for now. An 8. Easy plug-in for Spirits? You think so, Shio? You think? I mean, these numbers aren't amazing. No aces. No aces. Hyunmin. I mean, what to do with... This is the problem with this, champs. What do you do with people like Hyunmin? Will DRX be shit? What if they're just shit? Right. I'm going to say... do I put Hyunmin in what? 10? I mean, yeah, but it is Hyunmin. But what do I do? He has to be lower than YZ. What do I say? 10.5? Something like that? Nah, I mean, but like, this is the thing, right? Like, what do I do with Kang? 10? Roll a 12-sided dice. No, I think 10's too low. I think I have to go 10.5. What? Because like, what if the RX are good? He might even be an 11, you know. To be fair, he might even be an 11. Because if DRX are going to be good, it's going to be him. Oh man, that's tough. What do I do with Kang? I mean, his stats are probably slightly better than Hyunmin, even though his points per game was a little bit lower. But those numbers would tell you that he probably will be better overall. I think Kang has to be 12. I think people will, but oh, man. No, I'm putting him... Oh, my house is 13. I'm putting him 11.5. I'm putting him 11.5. We're putting him in the same as YZ. Would I pick YZ or would I pick Kang? See, I'd probably pick YZ, but I think most casuals would pick Kang. Kayak has to be pretty high. I mean, his numbers are actually fairly similar to the last two we just talked about. Kayak 15? Well, we're only going up to 13, so... Is Kayak a 13? I'm not sure he is a third. The problem is, our Fnatic... I think he's a 12.5. I think he's a 12.5. I don't think he's quite a 13, just because Fnatic might not be as good. Who else would be 13? Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. Again, this happened before. It was Toronto, right? I don't think I had a... Did I have a 13 at Toronto? They were all close, but I don't think they were all amazing. Jaw. Georgimo. Is Georgimo a 13? Because we're still expecting the team to do well. But I agree. Would I rather have Kayak or Jaw? Jaw is maybe a bit safer. I'm going to put him as the same for now. For now. Aura. Now, the weird thing about Aura is he just randomly will go crazy. But the expectations have to be pretty low for Giants. He actually has pretty similar numbers to Spirits. So I'm going to say 9. Just because those numbers, you know, this and this are pretty similar. This and this are pretty similar. He does have more 4Ks, but probably the same. Now, here is arguably the hardest one of all. What to do with Aspas? What to do with Aspas? And we'll get to this when we get to the top 10 players as well. See, his points per game is probably going to be the lowest of all the duelists, I would have thought. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like it is. Or maybe no man. But certainly down there. 11.5 because people will pick him. I was going to say 11. Because I think I'd definitely pick... I'd pick YZ and Kang over Aspas. I'm going to go 11. $12 for the frauds. I'm gonna go 11. Again, we'll come back to it. Like, this is just initial. We'll come back to it. We don't need to put too much thought into it now. Madder. Now, here's the weird thing about Madder. He has 6 aces, which pull up his score massively. Like, his actual kills per map is lower than Aspas. Lower than, you know, some of these other people. It's lower than Jaw. It's lower than Spirits. But he also has 6 aces, which give you so many points. 6 aces versus plumbers, says Shio. Well, would you rather if I put him at 11, would I rather have Madder or Aspas? I think I'd rather have Madder. Would I rather have Kang or Madder? I think 11.5 might be a good price. I think 11.5 might be a good price. Would you rather have like YZ, Kang or Madder? That I think is more of a choice. Some of you might still say Madder. Some of you might. Make Kang 12. His ceiling is carrying a champ's win. Yeah, but will that happen? See, I'm getting different answers. So there you go. That's what I want. I'm getting different answers. That tells me that it's a choice. It's a debate. People will think differently. And that's what I want. Right. Here we might have our first 13. And that's something. His average kills is only better by YZ. He's on arguably the favorite. I think this is our 13. 13 is the max, yeah. He's on a double duels team? Yeah, but his kills are still insane. Now, Jing is another one who isn't quite as high as something. And obviously doesn't always play Duelist. But it's still going to be pretty high. I think he has to be a 12.5, to be honest. You think 12? But would I pick Jing or Kayak? Jing can have Jong games, though. You think 12? Interesting. A lot of you are saying 12. We'll come back to it. We don't actually have a 12. Would you definitely pick Kayak and Jorgmo over Jing? I'm not sure you would, to be honest. Kayak, I would. Shai says he picked Jorg. Okay. Okay, I'll put him at 12. Jemkin. Jemkin. Where are the expectations for RRQ? Who would I rather have? Would you rather have... If I put Jemkin at 11.5, I think I'd rather have Jemkin than Mada. I think. Do I trust RRQ? I actually think RRQ might be alright, though, at this tournament. I might trust them more than NRG. Would I take Jemkin or Jing? Would I take YZ or Jemkin? He's 11.5 or 12. He's on the cusp, I would say. I'm going to say... I'll put him at 11.5 for now. Zekken. Zekken's points aren't super high. Again, a tough one. Like, where are Sen's expectations right now? I still think you have to expect Sen to get out of their group. And therefore, he should be a decent pick, because that means that they're winning some games. Is he in that 12 range? Is he not a 12.5, though? Look who it is. Martigin 2K. Rest in peace. With 38 months. Jing or Zekken? I think I'd take Zekken. Ooh, would I? His kills actually are quite low. Go on, I'll put him at 12. I'll put him at 12. Meteor. Did Meteor play more Duelist? Hold on, I'm just going to quickly check again. Meteor played more Duelist than... Because I had him as... I remember it was close, but why have I just typed in players? How did it come up with Meteor? You liar. No. He's being classed as a Sentinel again. Where is he? Meteor. Sentinel. Get out of here. Okay, Buzz. I know he's a Duelist. Ooh, Buzz. I mean, the kills are actually quite low here. $11, you think? Aspas or Buzz? Yeah, I think 11 is fair, to be honest. I think 11 is fair. Woot had a crazy... Woot actually averaged more kills than Miniboo. That's interesting. Oh, man. I think... Where do you put Woot? Woot and Miniboo are tough. They are tough. 12? What, in the Zekken category for Woot? Zekken or Woot? He doesn't always play Duelist, though. Jemkin or Woot? Do I put him in that 11.5? Well, let me ask you this. For VFL, would you rather have Miniboo or Woot? See, some of you are saying Miniboo. Most of you are saying Woot. So what, do I put Miniboo at 11? Feels low though, that feels low. I'm putting him at 11.5. I think I'm putting them together. You think Woot 12? I've got Jing at 12. Ah, fuck it. His kills per map are actually pretty high. Camo. Now, Liquid, I think, are pretty good, but Camo is not the reason that they destroy. 11? $10.5? Would I rather have Aspas or Camo? Hyunmin or I'm definitely taking Camo over Hyunmin, no? Surely, if I offered you Hyunmin or Camo, you wouldn't take Camo first. Even though he's on a team that you expect to do better. Remember, right, here's the thing. I mean, again, I can't talk about, like, meta, but in general, in these tournaments, you want to pick players of teams that you think are going to go do well. It's kind of 50-50. If you say it's 50-50, then he's the same price as Hyunmin. It's as simple as that. Raga. Again, not the craziest numbers, to be honest, from what we expected from Raga. And XLG, I don't think the hopes are that high for XLG, to be honest. I think we're coming on a downswing of XLG. I think he might be a 10. No. We're not putting him at 12. I think he might be a 10. Would I rather have Camo? I'd rather take Camo over Raga. I'd rather take Hyunmin, I think. No way lower than Camo? And then No Man. Again, did No Man... he did play a lot of Duelist. Did he play more Duelist than anything else? 6-11. No. Senti for No Man. Get out of here. Okay, that's our Duelists. If I average that out now, the average is 11.1. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Okay. I mean, Duelists are always going to cost more, so that's fine. That's fine. Let's just do the controllers now. Russia from BLG. Again, let's just compare, like, so, I mean, his points per game were pretty crazy. Kills per match is kind of crazy, too. I mean, this is the thing about BLG. They're gonna be pretty crazy. Russia is insane. Could I put him as high as... He's not an 11. I think he's gonna be like a... He's like an upper limit, but he's on a team that isn't amazing, but could be okay. No, it's not. I think an 8.5 is where I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start off with an 8.5. Flexin, DRG. His kills per map actually aren't that bad. Let's put him up. But he is playing for DRG. Put him at 7. Yeah, let's put him at 7. Mako, DRX. He actually has a lower kills per map. Is Mako going all the way down to 7? I mean, DRX can't be one of the favorites for this. Maybe a 7.5? I mean, he's just not a... He's not a fragging. Why are we all saying 8? Because it's Mako? He gets name value points? Yeah, but... Maybe he does. Ah, fuck it. I'm sticking on 7.5. DRX. You go. In fact, I'm going to tell you now. Go ahead. Pick Mako. Pick Mako if you want to. I forgot to record this. I wanted to post this on the VFL channel. Maybe I'll just start it now. I guess I could just take the stream, but I don't want to do that. Hello, everyone. Hello, VFL channel people. I'm in the midst of doing the VFL points for champs. So, we're already a bit of the way through, but you haven't missed much, don't worry. Just the duelists. Here we are. We're doing the prices. People think Mako should cost 8, but they don't realize that DRX aren't very good. Smoggy. I mean, Smoggy, bro, his kills are in the mud. I mean, actually, again, another good point. What is Smoggy's? What did he play most? Okay, he did still play Smokes the most. So I guess we'll still have him as a controller, but I'm just saying. They put him on Fade and he wasn't very good. Yeah, I guess Smoggy has to be a 7, huh? That feels rough. That feels rough. Chronicle had a weird period where he went insane, but otherwise had a pretty quiet stage overall. He's on a good team, though. I think. I think I can put him at 8.5 for now. Boaster, I think has to... It is Boaster. Is he a 6 or is he a 6.5? He's a 6.5. Just because he might get through. Valen. Now, Valen kind of was popping off. Probably should be pretty high. Valen should probably be like a 9.5, to be honest. The minimum is 6. Why is Chrono controller? Because he plays like fucking Viper every day. What do you mean? Wait, did he actually play more Sentinel? He did actually play more Sentinel, though. Oh. Guess he's a Senti. Unlucky. Why 90 days? What should I do? 60 days? I mean, it's still the same. I do 90 days just to get the better overall. I mean, I'll still put him at 8.5, but we'll come back to that later. Yeah, Valen, I think, has to be a 9.5. I mean, he's fragging out of his mind. He's just good. Just a good pick. He's getting 16 kills a map. To be fair, so is Kron. Kron is on a better team. Maybe we'll put Kron at 9. Grabinho. Ooh, on Giants. Doesn't get the most kills. This could be a... Would you rather have Boaster or Grabinho? Actually, now that I think about it, Smoggy should probably be 7.5. Because I'd rather take Smoggy over Flexing. Boaster? Is he our first 6? I mean, he's on 14 kills a map. I think it's a 6.5. I think it's a 6.5. Genom. Genom might be a 6, though. I don't see a way other than putting Genom as a 6. That's our first 6. Well, would you ever pick Robinho if Genom is 6? Was the budget 50? Wouldn't pick them both? Well, that's the whole point. You're probably going to have to pick some. Go on, I'll make Robinho 6. Som. Does a little better, but would I rather have Som or Mako or Smoggy? I think that's a perfect range for Som. 7.5. You think 8? Would you definitely pick Som over Mako or Smoggy? He does average more kills. Well, he averages the same amount of kills. You're all saying yes. Fine, I'll put him at 8. This is good. I get a good sample of like what people would do. But then you might just lie to me. Okay, Forsaken. Forsaken. He did play mostly controller first. Let's just check that. Yeah. Averages 17 kills per map. averages 10 points a game, is on one of the best teams. Honestly, I might have underpriced Valen here, to be fair. I think he should be a 10. I might have underpriced these two a bit as well. I think, yeah, he's probably... I mean, we can compare to some of the duelists here, right? Like, 17 kills a map, 10 kills a game. So you've got, like, Hyunmin-esque numbers on a better team. I think, like, that's probably then, like, an 11. Maybe even 11.5. Somewhere in that range. But yeah, like just like a slightly better pick than Hyunmin. Maybe even 11.5 is Forsaken. But it is paper wrecked. Monyeet. I mean, his kills aren't bad. He does play some Neon. His points aren't terrible either. It's just how good will RRQ be. But he's definitely going to be up there. Probably at least an 8, I would say. Maybe even an 8.5. Because I think RRQ are probably a bit better than BLG. And his numbers aren't that far off Russia in terms of kills. And he has a similar amount. Russia just farmed points, didn't he? I mean, look at this. The points to... Look at this, right? He's getting the same amount of kills as Chronicle, but Chronicle's getting 3 less points. How is he managing that? He's got a lot of 4Ks, to be fair. Let's go 8.5 for Monyet. Then again, would you rather have Monyet or Som? People are going to say Som. Maybe Som should be 8.5. Well, a lot of you are saying Monyet, to be fair. So I'll stick with it. He does play Neon. Bang. Bang had a pretty underwhelming stage 2, I would say, overall, compared to like his form coming into Toronto in stage 1. He was a little underwhelming. But he is on a decent team. Would I rather have Som or Bang? I think I would take Bang over Som. Well, some of you are saying Som. Maybe that means they should be the same. Go on, I'll let you guys pick Som. And I'll pick Bang. DH. DH did go a little bit crazy. I mean, his points aren't the highest, but he did get a lot of kills. On T1. Like a middle of the pack team. Let's go for DH. Who would I rather have? DH or DH or Mako? DH or Smoggy? I'd take DH. DH or Bang? Which is an 8.5. I think an 8. I think this is another 8 here. But I'd rather have Som or DH, Bang or DH. Yeah, I think an 8. Russia is an 8.5. Would I have Russia or DH? Boo. I think we have to put Boo in the boaster category of a 6.5 on a decent team, but not a fragger at all. DH8 Valentino, are you out of my mind? Well, Valen gets more kills than him and is on a way better team. I'm gonna need you to explain how that's wrong. Kiko 10.5. Kiko is higher than 10.5. In fact, other than YZ, he has the next highest kills. He has a higher kills than all of the duelists, apart from one. I will not be underpricing Kiko. At all. He will... Would I rather have Forsaken or Kiko? I'd rather have Kiko. I think he's a 12. Would I rather have Kiko or Jing? Kiko or Zekken? I think that's the right... You'd rather take Forsaken over Kiko. For VFL. I'm not saying as a player. Although... For VFL, Kiko farmed bad teams. This is just not true. Kiko is the VFL GOAT. This is what you need to understand. There are certain players who are just the VFL GOATs, and Kiko is one of them. He is one of the VFL GOATs. Him and Sato. Sato is perhaps the GOAT, but Kiko is right there with him. And Stage 1 DOS 9. And Ruxic. You're saying 11.5. Well, would I rather have YZ? Maybe you've got me there, to be fair. Maybe you've got me. Because if we're thinking about like wildcard, would I rather YZ or Kiko? Kang or Kiko? It is Team Liquid. I guess it comes down to how much you trust Team Liquid. Fine, I'll put him at 11.5. Happy Way did decently well. I mean, Happy Way is kind of crazy. Is that? I mean, he played a lot of Viper, but is he? Oh, it's close. 12, 13. Oh. 7. Oh, well, it's not as close. So, yeah, we'll keep him as control. He has to be fairly high, but it is XLG, and the hopes aren't as high. He has similar-ish numbers to Rusher. I might put him at the same, at 8.5. His numbers are a little... Well, his kills per map are a little bit higher. His points are a little bit lower. I think if I put him at 8, he's just gonna farm. Or he could, right? Well, then again. Nobody would pick him? Yeah, fine, okay. But will anyone pick Rusher at 8.5? Maybe if they're a Noah. I mean, he has got 7-4. I mean, yeah, they should. They really should, to be fair. Go on, yeah, I'll put him at 8. Coconut. Put Rusher at 8. Would I rather have... I definitely pick Rusher over Bang and DH, though. And some. I definitely would. Would the people is a good question. I definitely would. No, you just all want him to be 8. Because you're just going to all pick him. Because you're looking at these numbers and they're like, yeah, give me the 16 kill per map, 7 4K player. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Coconut. It has to be down there. These are both. This is a 6 for sure. That's a 6. Okay. Right, just saw this again because I changed Chronicle. What's the average at now? We've done 2 rolls. One of them is duelist. Okay, it's coming down significantly. Again, if we end up like below the average, like last time when I was doing Stage 2, I just had to literally increase everyone by 0.5 to get the correct average. So it might end up like that again. It might not. We will see. K-Knight. Now, initiators generally do get less kills. K-Knight is one of those who is the exception. But most of these guys, probably the kills isn't as high. Although, I mean, like Jenny as well. And Nobody. Actually, average a decent amount of kills. But yeah, K-Knight is a bit of a fragger. I think, again, if we're looking at it in terms of like would a wildcard spot, would I rather have Bang or K-Knight? DH K-Knight? Yeah, I think like an 8 is fine. Surely no one picking Miniboo at 11.5. Jesus Christ, fine. No, he's not being 1. Fine, I'll put him at 11. Neff, less of a fragger. I think that Neff, IGLing. Kills not as high. Probably like a 6.5. Nick, yeah, I think is a somewhat locked in 6. Freeing. Jenny is not an initiator. I mean, this is a good point. What did Jenny play the most? It's actually controller. She played more controller than anything else. With 8 games of Omen. Okay. Well, I mean, we could still do his price. It's fine. Freeing. I mean, look at Matt. The freeing fall off needs to be studied. Needs to be studied. I think he's a 6.5. Legit. Maybe a 7. Name brand. Flexing was a 7. Fine, I'll give him a fucking 7. Give him a pity 7. Right, Jenny, as a controller then. I mean, his kills are pretty high, to be fair. His kills are pretty high. Playing for EDG. I've got Smoggy at 7.5. His kills are higher than Smoggy. He is playing some duelist. But he can't be an 8. Can he? Maybe he is an 8. Maybe he is. I'm just looking at the numbers. Like, maybe it is. Is that a way of you trying to tell me to put him as 8? Casket of Hell with 8 gifted. 8 gifted. It's a very on the nose. I guess he's 8. Thank you so much. Mr. Unaware, thanks for the 17 months. 8 gifted. Well, thank you, Casket of Hell. Yeah, we don't actually need you in here, do we? How do I delete? There you go. Nobody. His kills are pretty good again. 7.5, 8. Nobody's not 13. I think I'd rather take Jenny though. Jenai. I think he's a 7.5. And he will be IGLing somewhat. Or partially IGL. I don't really know what they're doing over there. Crashies. Ooh, Crashies. I put Kron at 9, did I? Yeah, I put Kron at 9. I'd say he has to be lower than Kron. His numbers are lower than Kron. Another 8? I think an 8 is fine. Maybe that's even a little high, to be honest. Swaniac, thanks for the 9 months as well. But go on. The name brand, I'll give him an 8. Jonah P. Now, Jonah P popped off during stage 2, relatively. Got out of breach jail, as he put it. Actually, what did Jonah play the most of? Because he did play a lot of Viper and Vice. $12, $11, $12. Well, in 90 days, it's actually tied. That's because of Baby Bay? Yeah, let's keep him an initiator, I think. Jonah P actually had higher kills per map than Trent. Now, do we expect him to keep that up? I don't know. He is. What did I put Valen at? Valen I gave 10. He's lower than Valen. I think Valen's numbers are better than him as well. Yeah, they are. I put Valen at 10. So is Jonah a 9? Casket of Hell. I'm gonna take that as he should be 9. Thank you for the 9 gifted. Yeah, we'll put him at 9. Rigged? Well, I mean, what am I gonna do about that? It'll be fine. Like, it's not like if the good thing there is that Casket of Hell didn't give like 6 subs, then we would be in trouble. Then we would have a problem. But 9 is fine. Shadow as well. Thanks for the 2 months. You can't. Well, I mean, you're not getting away with that.
9.5.
You can think it should be 9.5 anyway. Right? Should Trent be more than Jonah? Even though he had a worse stage, I think he should be. I think he should be. 9.5. I think that's fair. Do we actually have? We don't actually have any other 9.5s. 10? You think 10? Who's a 10? A 10 would be Valen. Ah, no, I'd rather take Valen, I think. I Bakerai as well. Thanks for the tier 1. Viper is a pseudo sentinel. Yeah, but Magnum, here's the problem. The game lists it as a controller, and Viper is not a pseudo sentinel. You're thinking back in the past. Viper is an attacking agent. Oh my god, the art scene, love. People tried to convince me. So everyone during Toronto, I was asking like Splurge and a bunch of other people in the Discord on the VFL, like, who do you think the best 6 cost is? And they were like, oh, it's definitely art scene. Oh, pick art scene, pick art scene. MIBR go on to win the fewest rounds of any team. Art scene's getting negative points in games all the time. But Heavyweight is a Senti player. Not if they're playing Perma Viper. Look, I don't make the rules. I mean, I do, but I don't care. It doesn't matter that much. Anyway, Trent 9.5, 10. I think I'd pick Valen over Trent, though. I just would. He's just played much better. What's the points like? Yeah, he averaged like half a point more. Maybe he should be 10. Maybe he should be 10. Flickless had a pretty, like, was kind of underwhelming for a large part of the stage, but then actually kind of turned up towards the end. But I don't think he's going to be high. I think we're probably looking at like a 6.5 probably. His numbers aren't horrific. He could be 7. It's one of the two, I would say. Who's a 7? Flexin. 14.48. 13.6. It is a little bit lower. Do I expect DRG or Giants to be a bit better? I'd probably say DRG have a better chance of being better. I'm going to put him at 6.5. Cloud. Now, even though Cloud's kills... I mean, again, we got some name brand recognition here, but I think he should also be 6.5. Artzine. 6. Verno. I mean, is Verno still IGLing? He must be, right?
You lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Break the minimum for Artzine.
Wait your turn. Thanks for the 4 months. I'm not breaking the minimum for Artzine. If he's IGLing, he has to be a 6. Why are you saying 7? These numbers, 10 kills per map. That's worse than Boo. Boo never takes a fight. He never takes a fight, and he has more kills than Verno got. Right, fine. I'll make him 6.5. Go on. I'll make him 6.5. But he's not higher than that. Right, Brock popped off in these last couple of games. I'm not breaking the rules, Cascovel. I'm not breaking the rules. I'm not breaking the rules. I can't make him 5. That would be... That wouldn't work. Also, you can't give 0.5 of a sub, so you can't do that. Right, Brock. Let's move on. Let's just quickly move on before a riot starts. Would I rather have Brock or Crashies? Let's start with 8. Would you rather have Brock or Crashies? I think you'd rather have... I mean, actually, their kills per map are actually kind of similar. Okay, I'm getting 2 Brocks, 2 Crashies. That's all. Okay, you're split. He's an 8. If you're split, then that tells me, you know, that it's about right. Eight is too low? Well, I had quite a few people saying they'd rather pick Crashies, so. Maybe Crashies is too low. Ethan! Probably a little bit lower. Probably more like a 7 for Ethan, I think. Not expecting a ton of fragging from him. You think Ethan should be higher IGLing? See, people are way more confident than me about how NRG will do at this tournament. Crashies can't be an 8. I mean, Ethan can't be an 8. You definitely take Crashies over him. Who's a 7 at controller? Well, I've put Mako at 7.5. Maybe you're right. Maybe he is a 7.5. And honestly, maybe Brook is an 8.5. Who's an 8.5 at controller? Monyet? Would you rather have Monyet or Brook? I mean, his numbers actually are pretty similar. Bang or Brook? See, most of you saying Monyet. Some of you even saying Bang. Fine, he's an 8. Patman. Now, as the Paper X players go, he's definitely the lowest fragger. Still not low, but still pretty low. 8.5, maybe? He's still averaging 14 kills. No, he has to be higher than that. Trent's only on 14. What am I talking? What am I smoking? If Trent's 10. No, he has to be high. He has to at least be a 9. Let's put him at Jonah P. Let's put him at the Jonah P level. His numbers are actually a bit worse than Jonah P, but let's just say that Jonah comes back down. Let's put him at 9. That's fair. Crazy guy. Probably. I mean, crazy guy had better numbers than Cushy. That's crazy. That's crazy, guy. Right, if I make crazy guy 7.5, 7, something in that range, use a 7.5 here. I'd rather take Mako or Smoggy or crazy guy. I think he's a 7. Cushy, he did not perform that well. He did not. He had a bad stage, but he has to be a bit higher. Some or Cushy, you're all going to say Cushy. Crashies or Cushy? You're all going to say Crashies, I think. I think he's a 7.5. Ethan or Cushy, I think is... Narrate. See, Narrate kind of did... Whereas Bang was a bit quieter, Narrate was a bit louder. Jonah P or Narrate? Ooh. Who are you, anonymous mink? Hold on. Do I need to get rid of them? Oh, as long as you can only view, it's fine. Narrate over Jonah? I agree. I'm going to make him 9.5. I'm going to make him 9.5, I think. Kind of that in-between phase. Although he could be a 10. No, let's put him at 9.5 for now. And John or Brock? Then again, would I rather pick Trent on Narrate? I'm going to make him a 10. Everyone's saying Brock over John. Okay. Koshi or John? Ah, no, he's an 8. He's an 8. He's an 8. Itsu! I mean, his kills are actually pretty high. His points aren't that high. His kills are pretty good. Itsu or Jonah P? Itsu's a duelist? I mean... He is. He should be. He should be. You're right. Okay. I mean, I still think he's probably about a 9. You telling me John's not an initiator as well? Oh, he's definitely not an initiator. Hold on. 3, 10, 12, 13. I mean, yeah, he should be a controller. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't really change too much. It's just how I'm going to classify them. Let's put E2 at 9, I think. Or should he be 9.5? Who's the... I've got Ara at 9. Ara or Itsu? What's Buzz's number? I put Buzz at 11. He's averaging 16 kills on map. You're averaging almost that. Yeah, you're all saying Itsu. Yeah, maybe he's a 9.5. Who's the other 9.5 I had? Or do I not have one? I don't have one. Well, Itsu, you stand alone. When will we be able to make a team? Hopefully in the upcoming days. Obviously, you've got till next Friday. I'm hoping that we can get it up early next week. The front end, I think, is done. We just need to do the back end. I need to program in the fucking players once I've done this, obviously. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully early next week, and then you can have all of kind of next week to sort out your team. Let's put him at 9.5 for now. Stacks. The kills and the numbers are low. I think he's a 7. I think I'm putting him on the crazy guy. No, not 6. Rienz. Ooh, a tough one. I mean, his kills are 16.69. That is incredibly high. He has to be high. Hold on, let's compare him. Would I rather have Rienz or Valen? I'd rather have Rienz, I think. Would I rather have Rienz or Kiko? I'd rather have Kiko. Would I rather have Rienz or Miniboo? Would you rather have Rienz or Miniboo? For VFL, not as a player. So you're all saying Rienz. But for VFL, I think it's about the same. You all just hate Miniboo. I mean, why have I asked you Miniboo? Would you rather have Buzz or Rienz? There we go. Now you'll all say Buzz. Right, we'll put him at 11. He's going in at 11. You all just hate Miniboo. I don't know why I asked you Miniboo. Drex actually averaging 15.5 kills. That's actually a bit surprising. I thought it'd be lower than that. On Team Liquid, obviously not at the Kiko level, but like at a decent level. I think he might be like a... Would I rather have Trex or Patman? Maybe he's an 8.5. Maybe he's a 9. Jonah P or Trex? Who's an 8.5? Monyet or Trex? See, some of you saying Trex. I'll go 9. I will go 9. We'll go 9. Well, some of you said Monyet. Interesting. We'll go 9. We'll go 9. Patatek actually did okay fragging wise. Better than again than I would have thought. For Patty. Probably more of an 8. Would you rather John Q? I think that's a good example. John QT or Pathtech? I think that's a great comparison. Like both on like good, but maybe not like favorite teams. Both tend to not be the main fraggers. And then Viva is last up here. Not averaging a lot of kills. On July. Boom. 6. Right. On to the Sentinels. We've already got Chronicle at 9. Which Chronicle or Trex? Wouldn't you take Chronicle over Trex, though? Maybe Kron's a 9.5. Let's make Kron a 9.5 with Itsu. Kron or Itsu. There you go. That is a good comparison, I think. Someone who's playing a lot of Duelist, who might be okay, versus Kron. There you go. Some of you saying Kron, some of you saying Itsu. That's all I need to know. No Man. No Man's Sky. Kills aren't actually super high. He's probably like a 7, I think. Meteor. Okay, here's another interesting one. He's averaging almost 17 kills a map, which is like a good duelist. Who else have we got up there? Would you rather... Well, let's just put it like this. Kiko or Meteor? Okay, most of you saying Kiko. Rienz or Meteor? Okay, the Rienz / Meteor debate is up in the air, so we're putting him at 11. Putting him at 11. Who else is 11? Miniboo, Buzz, Aspas. That's it. Okay, that seems about right, I think. Leviosa. Kill's not super high. I'll probably put him around 7 again. The thing is with the Billy players is the Billy players are priced quite high because I actually think they'll do pretty well. Like I feel like people are gonna look at the Billy players and be like, why are they so high? I actually think they'll get out of the group. Like I really do. I think they'll do all right. Maybe that's just my bias though. Check dev chat when you can. Here we go. Since people ask for it in stage 2, you can show stream. Oh. So this is where people finished. Fabio finished 90, Sliggy 186, me 238, Warlord 339, Magnum 563, Zerastics 1099. Better than Shio though, who's better than Artemis. Sideshow down there, and then Illumi way in the floor. 238 is not bad though. Fabio got you're literally only showing me that because you finished top. Anyway, Vukashu. Oh, here's an interesting one. You'd definitely rather have Meteor than Vukashu, I think. Would you? Would you rather have Vukashu or Valen? Valen or Vukashu? Now you have to remember that this guy fucking carries a lot of the time. But I'm getting a debate there, so I think 10. I think you have to price in the DRG element to it. So I think 10 is fine. Flashback. Flashback, I mean, he did... Is Australia or Senti? We've got what? No, he should be an initiator. Good thing I'm checking some of these. Initiator. Right, flashback. Would I rather have flashback or Mako? Probably about the same, so let's make him 7.5, I think. Flashback or Ethan. Flashback or nobody. Yeah. Australia, I think, probably is like a 6. Chichu, my goat, who started IGLing and his numbers are down. Number 9. He's not going to cost 9 this time. It is Chichu. He's not going to cost 9. I think he might cost 8 or 7. 7.5 maybe. Flashback or Chichu. Man, the name value though. You're saying flashback because you can see these numbers, but people won't see those numbers when they're picking the players. He is IGLing somewhat. Okay, Alpha. Alpha is averaging 18.15 kills. That's insane. That's what? Only lower than like the highest duelists. And Kiko. I think he's an 11.5, isn't he? Oh, Casket of Hell. Oh, he can't be 13. He can't be 13. No one will pick him. He can't be 13, Casket of Hell. He can't be. No one will pick Alpha at 13. It can. At least 12? I'll put him at 12. But are you picking Alpha over Kiko? I feel like you've broken my whole system here. I know you will, Baitia. Okay, fine, fine. I mean, the gift subs, fine. I'll put him at 12. I mean, it's not going to break the game. Right, I mean, here's another interesting one. Leaf. Now, Leaf can't really look at his numbers because he barely played. Oh, we can get rid of Baby Bay as well. Would I rather have... Well, here you go. Would I rather have Leaf or Althea? Oh, you're debating. You're debating. There is a debate going on. So you're saying he should be 12? Is what you're saying? I'll put him at 12. I don't mind. I don't mind putting him at 12. West Side. West Side. Now, West Side was a fragger for Giants. I mean, he's a pretty decent fragger. He's quite inconsistent, though. Like, he'll have some pretty down maps, but then he'll also just farm some maps. And randomly wake up sometimes. What have I got the other Giants players at? Let's see, I've got Aura at 9. So maybe like an 8, maybe? West Side or Patty? Go on, put him in that. Cortesia. Now, Cortesia was kind of the one MMBR player who actually played alright. Famously won them a game, essentially, on his own. But he is still playing for MIBR. So I'm going to make him a 7, I think. Should I make West Side a 7.5? Would you rather have nobody or West Side? I'd take West Side, for sure. Would I rather take Smoggy or West Side? Yeah. Who's an 8? Would I rather have Bang or West Side? DH or West Side? Yeah. He's an 8. Scuba! Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Where are you? Cortesia 7 and Aspas 11? Because it's Aspas, bro. It's Aspas. And if MIBR are going to have a good tournament, it's going to be because Aspas fries. I could make him 7.5, though. Go on, I will. Scuba. What did I make Ethan? Where is Ethan? Initiators. Had Ethan at 7.5 and Brock at 8. So, do you think 7.5? Or his numbers? His numbers are a bit higher than Ethan's, but lower than Brock's. What do you do? Put him at 8. His roll is wrong? What, Scuba? Ain't no way it's wrong. Ooh, he played so much Viper. Oh, you're right. Scuba dooba doo. I didn't realize he played that much Viper. Devi. Now, I would say Devi is going to be a little lower than Forsaken and Jing and something. Maybe like a 10.5 and 11. Somewhere in that range. Would I rather have Rienz or Devi? Meteor or Devi? It's close. It's close enough for me to put him at 11, I think. Some of you are saying you'd pick Devi. If a decision needs to be made, 10.5, please. But that's just because you want to pick him, and that's not how it works. Zafero. Because the thing is as well, right? Like, especially for the G2 and Paper Rex players, like, those are the two teams that we feel very confident about the fact that they're gonna do well, right? So if you're a player from those teams, there is an extra price element of like you're picking a player who is is safe, right? Like if you just look at maybe the fragging, maybe Devi is a 10.5, maybe Forsaken is a whatever I put him at, 1 lower, maybe he's an 11, right? But also they're playing for Paper X, so it's like gotta put him up there. Zafero had a good end, had a good lower final. What have I got other RRQ players at? What did I... Oh, Cushy didn't play well, though, did he? What have I got Moneta? I've got Moneta 8.5. So Zafero probably a bit lower than that. Probably an 8. You think 9? 9 for Tebatol? But you... I mean, Trex looks a little high to me, to be honest. I'll put him at 8. Zelsis did frag a little bit more. What's John at? What did I have John at? An 8? Would you take John or Zelsis? I think at this point, that's a coin flip. I think I'm putting him at 8. Benji Fishy didn't have a great time. Probably needs to be a 9? 9.5? Who's a 9? Spirits is maybe not the best comparison. Jonah P is a 9. Patman is a 9. Trex is a 9. Chronicle is a 9.5. I'd take Chronicle over Benji. Put him at 9. And Nats. Now, Nats' kills, again, are fucking ridiculously high. Would you take Kiko or Nats? I'd take Kiko, I think, if they were the same. Who has the highest stats? He's got more kills. That's actually got more points, I think. Oh no, he got slightly less points. I mean, they are about the same. Would you rather have Devi or Nats? Devi or Nats? Who would you pick? Okay, you're all saying Nats. So he's an 11.5. But I mean, this is the thing. Alpha should also be an 11.5. I think Leaf should be 12 because I think G2 are a safer pick. I think Alpha should be 11.5. But hold on, let's see. Let's see what the average is at right now. Okay, we're a little bit high. The average is a little bit high. Let me just take a look at the averages of all of them. Let's roll sort. So controllers, and this doesn't need to be bang on, but controller average is 7.95. I do like these three to be somewhat similar, but it doesn't have to be. Because it depends on who qualifies and all that shit. The initiators is... Sentinel tends to be a little higher because there's less IGLs there, so they tend to frag a bit more. Initiators tends to be the lowest, but I think that makes sense as well, because generally they frag a bit less. And Sentinels is 9.1. We do have some pretty heavy hitting Sentinels, it must be said. Okay, we need to bring it down slightly. So I'm going to look at players that I think are too high. Right. So those are the averages. I mean, maybe the duelist. We could start with the duelist, to be honest, and start bringing some of them down. Right, YZ I think is fine. YZ or Kiko is fine. Spirits at 9. Who's another 9? Would I take Itsu over Spirits? Yeah. Would I take Jonah P over Spirits? Probably. Who's an 8.5? Rusher or Spirits? I mean, in terms of points per game. She was higher. Rusher is a 6, to be honest. No. So by points? Let's go from highest to lowest. So something is the 113 cost, then Kayak and Jorgamo. Okay. That I think is fine. Then Jing. Zekken, Woot, Alpha, Leaf. Okay. And Forsaken, Kiko, YZ, Kang, Mada, Chempkin, Nats. Kayak is a 12. If anything, George, well. I think something like looking at the points average, I don't think is as useful as looking at the kills. Because the kills are more likely to be more like, you know, because for instance, if you miss out on a point by 1 kill, you know, that's just unlucky, right? Whereas this is more likely to stay roughly the same. That's what I mean though about like Kiko. Look at his kills, man. Maybe he should be 12. He's the VFL GOAT. But then should Nats be as well? I don't think so. I think I'd take Kiko over Nats. I really would. Anyway, we need to be bringing people down, not up. Kiko for Forsaken, YZ, Kang, Mada, Jemkin, Nats, Aspas. No, Aspas is not that. Should we bring Aspas down? That's an easy one to bring down, I think. Let's bring Aspas down. Buzz, Miniboo, Rien's, Meteor, Davai. That's fine. Hyunmin, Camo. Raga. Could I bring Raga down? I mean, his kills aren't that high. He does get exactly the same amount of points here. But Liquid are better than Shilai. Are DRX better? But he is getting more kills. Yeah, let's bring Raga down. Valen, Trent. Narrate, Vukashu. That's fine, I think. Itsu Chronicle as the 9.5s. Is okay. Spirits. Yeah. I mean, Patman is the one you would say doesn't belong here, but in reality, again, it's just the paper Rex vector. Trex was one I was looking at maybe not belonging, but looking at the numbers, maybe it's actually not too bad. I don't have enough 0.5s though. How many 8s we've got? Could I make it Benji Fishy in 8.5? On Yet or Benji Fishy? Honestly, yeah, I could. I could. Could I do it with Trex as well? Fuck it, why not? Fuck it, why not? What's our average? 8.84, fuck. Again, it doesn't need to be bang on, but it needs to be within... It needs to be somewhat close. Because otherwise everyone's just going to be making the same fucking teams. Right. Then again, what is this included? 86, but I took some out, didn't I? Oh no, it is right. Psalm is fine. Apparently you all love Psalm so much. Could I make DH less? Not really with that. Could I make Bang less? Not really. He's playing for Sen. Happy Way. Maybe should be even higher, so let's move on. John. Could I make John less? Could I make John and Zelsis less? Leave a Sen though. They're gonna be alright. Despite what people think. You're all saying yes. Mako needs to be 7. That's an easy one to change. Seferus can probably be 7.5 as well. Oh, fuck it. We do need to change a lot. Fuck it. They're both going down. Fuck it. They're going down. Who are you, Ackman? I mean, yeah, you play for DRG, you can go down for sure. Scuba, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. How are we looking now? Is that changing? Has that changed or am I just gone crazy? Did it change? Fuck. It's not changing enough. Right. Who else have we got? Where was I? I was down here. K-Knight. But his kills are too good. Who are you? Nobody. What else is Cushy? Ah, but I don't want to bring Cushy down further. Ethan, maybe? Cortesia, maybe? We got to start bringing people down, though, quite a lot, haven't we? Wait, am I in the same spot where it's just like... Isn't everyone just 0.5
Need can go
off?
lower.
I'm just 0.5 off. Hold on, let me undo everything I've just done. Right.
This is
I do want to keep
playerlist
something at 13.
heritage.
Mallow, thanks for the 14 months. But I can... Yeah, I can just bring everyone down. 0.5. But I do kind of want to keep something at 13. But then does it matter if he's 12.5? You'd be putting people at 5.5. Good point. Maybe everyone but the 6s then. What about the 6 costs? I mean, I could make them 5. Well, but then that would change the average, wouldn't it? Well, no, the average would still be fine. I could just make them 5.5. Why not? Fuck it. Sugar, we're going down in an earlier realm. Wait, how's it go? Oh, no, it's just we're going down, isn't it? No, not 1. Is there a quicker way of doing this? Don't know. Don't know. And honestly, don't care. Because really, the rules I imposed myself on the 6 to 13, that was just, like, the average does matter. Although there were some of those changes that I quite liked, to be honest. There is. Copy paste. Oh, I could just do this. Oh, genius. Oh, yes. Oh, isn't it lovely? How did I forget that that was a thing? Brilliant. And now our average is 8.36. Now, there were some of them that I did like. I did like changing some of them. Who were the ones that I thought, oh, yeah, that was a good change? And our Shadow, thanks for the 36 months.
3 years is in started before
Right.
Arsenal's second
Something
place
Kayak
treble.
Jogamo, Jing, Zekon, Woot, Alfia, Leaf. Happy, Forsake. Well, I said Kiko needs to be higher. I still kind of think that he does. Would you really pick Alpha over Kiko? Or Leaf over Kiko? Ah, man, you're all saying yes. Fine, I'll keep it as is. And I'll just pick him. Tell you what, fine. You pick your fucking Alfia. I'll pick him. I'll fucking pick him and I'll fucking win. Right. Aspas can be 10 though. Aspas can be 10. I can hear myself. Nick, I can hear your stream of me. Are you playing it by the door? Anyway. Valent, Trent, Narrate, Vukshu, fine. Itsu, Chronicle, fine. Spirits, fine. Ara, fine. Jonah P, Patman, Trex. I did think Benji was a little high. Let's put Benji down to 8. Roshiomon, yet. Som, Bang, DH, Happyway, Jenny. Who's the one that I wanted to change? Oh, Ackerman. Did want to change Ackerman. To 7. Celsius and John, you know what? I'm leaving them. If you're a Send fan, have fun. And the rest, I think, will probably be fine. Who am I 5.5? Grabinho. Is that a bit harsh on Grabinho? What's down here? Nick. That's a little harsh on Grabinho. But would anyone pick him at 6? Honestly, maybe. Like, look at the 6s. Would you... I mean, I wouldn't pick Verno. I'd probably pick Grabinho maybe over Cloud and Flickless. Neff, Boo, Boaster. Yeah, yeah, I'll put him at 6. Nick as well. Not that bad. Go on, I'll do it. I'll do it. That puts our average at 8.35625. That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. That is the prices. Now, again, 1 or 2 of those might change as I'm putting them in. Because that's just, sometimes I just look at it last second and I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense. So some of these might change, but for the most part, I would say 95% of these will be the prices that they're at. So yeah, you can go and do this. I mean, I'm sure someone will just copy paste this somewhere and share it somewhere. And that's that. Right. So thank you for watching the recording of this. If you have been on the YouTube as well, enjoy. And now we're going to do link me and I'll sort it. I mean, I could just put it in the Discord, I suppose, can't I? Where is it? I'll just put it in the VFL announcements for anyone who wants it. There you go. What's my FPL name? Rank? I'm in the TMV group. Do you want to check where I am? Just quickly check where am I currently in the TMV group. I'm called My Name Is on the thing, so that you don't all try and find me.
This is Valorant.
Thirsty Human, thanks for the 13 months. Link in the chat as well. I'm banned on Discord. I mean, if you're banned on the Discord, that's probably for a good reason. Where am I? How do I see my leagues? Leagues. In the TMV league, I am currently 117th. Who's top? Afonso Santos. Yeah, but I'm currently 117th on 159 points. Check the top 10. There's no way Sarastic you're in the top 10. Oh my god, you are. What the fuck? Is this your team? Unbelievable. Oh, you benched Van Dijk as well. Crazy. You're destroying me. Well, that won't last. That won't last. Okay. Does anyone know if there is a tier maker of VCT Champs 25 teams? Okay, yeah, there is one. Here we go. No, yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. Just change that background color. Oh, it's a horrible gray. Well, it's not much better, but it's because I got my dark mode on, I think. It kind of makes this website a little bit strange. There we go. No, I have dark mode on it, but then I also have like a dark reader that changes it to even like a weirder dark. What the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's NRG. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it as that. I think that's hilarious. I think that's hilarious. Just a massive R. Right. Okay, let's begin this. Let's make me a bit bigger. Let's get chat on there as well. Hold on. I'll get you on there. Chat. Right. Is there a way I can get this to come across there? No. If I just move you across with it, something like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's do this. Hello! And welcome to the TMV Champions 2025 tier list ranking. I am joined by my Twitch and YouTube chat, as you can see just there. And yeah, we're gonna power rank the teams. Now, this is not a pick'em, right? So we're not taking into account the groups that they're in, because some teams will have harder groups than others, of course. This is just a straight up power ranking of the teams. Now, we got the normal tier list here, but I do think we should change the names of these. I think S tier should be favorites with a U, because that's how you spell the word. I think A should be contenders. B should be dark horses. Red underline, it is spelt with a U. Unlucky. It just is. C, well, D should be making up the numbers. And what should C be? Okay. I think that should be that should be our 5 tiers here, right? So we're just gonna go in order of the teams. Am I gonna go in order of the teams? I think it might be easier to just start at the top, to be honest. This R, by the way, it took me some time. This is NRG's logo for whoever made this. I think it's quite funny, so we're just gonna keep it. Should I start at the start or start at the top? I think let's just start at the top. Let's just start at the top, because it's just easier. To me, there are 2 favorites in this tournament. There are 2 favorites in this tournament. One of them is Paper Rex, and the other one is G2. And I think that these 2 are the 2 teams that are in form. They won their region, and they're both very good. And I think those 2, there is a gap between everyone else. There is a gap between everyone else. Now, yes, Team Liquid did win their group. We'll get to them in a second. Team Liquid did win their region. But they aren't near, like, this team won a trophy. This team came second and also won all 3 trophies in their region, and also then came 4th in the last one as well. Team Liquid are not at this level. They are not at this level. Okay. I think that these 2 are in a tier of their own. I'm not saying that they're the only team that can win it. They're just in the favorite tier, right? You see that these 2 are the 2 favorites. Now, here's the other question for you. Are Paper X over G2? Would you put Paper X above G2 with Leaf? Interesting. Let's start with that debate. Why not? Most of you are saying yes, and I think for now, I would agree that Paper Rex should be 1 and G2 should be 2. But it is very close. But G2 would not beat Paper Rex with Josh RT. I'm telling you that right now. That would not be the case. Unless you mean as a coach, then maybe yes. Right. Let's just get those 2 out of the way, because I think that was the easiest thing to do. Now I think we can start talking about the teams. In fact, let's actually go down the list, I think. Or maybe we should go... Well, no, yeah. I think let's go down the list. Who are the contenders? A lot of you brought up Team Liquid. And they did win their region. And they are a good team. So I think it is only fair to put them in this tier. I don't think many people would disagree with that, to be honest. But so whilst Team Liquid are an easy one to put into this tier, the others aren't as easy. Because, I mean, let's just talk about some teams. Fnatic and Heretics are obviously in the same kind of situation. Also, I would put these three. Let's just get these three teams somewhere on this board. I think that these three teams are contenders. I think that those three have the ceiling to win the tournament. So I think that they are contenders. However, I am telling you right now for a fact, one of these three will go out in the group stage. I literally guarantee it. That one of these three will go out in the group stage. 100%. Maybe even two of them, honestly. Like, if they continue to play how they kind of did towards the end, maybe even two of them do. But definitely one of them will. 100%. And so therefore, this will end up looking stupid because one of those three... Oh, TMV put this team in the contenders tier and then they went out in group stage. I'm telling you that's going to happen right now. However, the ceiling of these teams is high enough to win a trophy. Now, here's the thing that I'm gonna blow your mind right here. In my opinion, the team that has the most work to do to get to that stage is Fnatic. I think Fnatic have the most work out of these three teams to get to that stage. Personally. Their map pool is a mess. Their map pool is a mess. Their playstyle costs them at times. And they need to, I think they need to fundamentally somewhat change how they play, at least in some rounds. Not all the time, but in some rounds they need to quicken the pace up. And their map pool I don't think is very good. I actually also think that Team Heretics are more likely to win this tournament than Sentinels. I think that Team Heretics have a better road. One, Icebox was a terrible map for them. They could not play Icebox to save their life. Icebox is not in the map pool. So that is a massive buff to Team Heretics right off the bat. That their worst map by far has rotated. And I think going into playoffs... Look, if we did this at the group stage, you'd put Heretics probably here. Now, playoffs did happen and they didn't play well. But you have to remember, they were probably here. Now, I'm still going to give Liquid the respect and say that Liquid are more likely than Heretics, because Heretics do have some stuff to figure out. Their player form somewhat deserted them as well, which was worrying during those playoff games. But I'm going to order it like this, I think. I think that is the correct order, personally. Yes, this is the Ghost of Sideshow talking. Look, I haven't predicted them to win the tournament. Although maybe I will. You'll have to wait for the pick'em video for that though. But maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Right, dark horses. Looking at these teams here, who are the dark horses? Now, dark horses doesn't necessarily mean you're actually going to win the tournament. I know that's what dark horse generally refers to. But, you know, like if you finish second or third, you know, I mean, that's a pretty good run. I guess T1 did go and win a tournament. I think RRQ are the prototypical dark horse. I think you're absolutely right. I think they have a lot in there and they have it within them. I would also, and again, this is just how I feel BLG are also a bit of a dark horse. A team that I think could do pretty well in this event. For sure. Those two are the two that I thought were like solidly in this tier. The others are a little bit interesting. I think that you could make an argument. I mean, you could make an argument for EDG if you wanted to. I don't feel. I mean, if Shio was here, he'd probably make an argument for DRG. I'm not going to, because I don't like that team, but whatever. I'm not going to make that argument for DRX. I don't want to make the argument for EDG or Giants, or definitely not MIBR. I think if you're going to pick two teams, it might be these two. T1 and NRG as the other teams that you might put in a dark horse type category. I have been a T1 hater this entire year, so I have not wanted to. But I might put Team Rocket in there. I might put Team Rocket in there. As a low dark horse. Now in the yeah, I think I do like NRG. Why not? Let's put Team Rocket in there. Now T1 would then have to go at the top of the OK side of this as well. Like, do I think that T1... Do I think that they could make a top 4? Not really. Not really. Do I think those other three could? Do I think NRG could make top 4? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll put them there. Well, put it this way. If you can beat Sen, you'll finish top 4. Because they're going to finish 5th, 6th. Anyway. In OK. I think DRG are OK. I know I'm a hater of this team. I do think that DRG are an okay team. Let me explain DRG. For those of you who don't know, the DRG coach is the old FPX coach from last year. The FPX team that played triple smokes, they play weird comps. DRG play weird comps. And at internationals, that is a good thing. It is a very good thing to play weird stuff, particularly if they cook up new stuff as well. They have good aimers, and they play weird stuff to their own style, and it works for them. And that, at an international level, will get you a couple wins, probably. So I think that they will be okay. I think that Giants are okay. I think that they are a solid team that can do some damage and are okay. They are an okay team. And now I am left with a quandary. They're too predictable. You see, the thing that's weird about Giants, though, and I think how Giants might get some wins against international teams, is they are a prototypical EMEA team. And I think particularly against the Asian teams, they might struggle with that a bit. What do I do with EDG? Because they are a tough team to figure out. What do you do with EDG? Because they're bad. But are they that bad? They did win champs last time. This is them defending their title. Oh, man. I think I have to just put them in okay. They've still got good players. They're okay. And you know what else as well? I think DRX are okay. I don't think they're that bad. I know they're not great. I know they're not exciting. But is that not just the literal definition of okay? Are they not just okay? I mean, MIBR have to be in here. Like, they didn't even make playoffs. And XLG, for being for Sideshow supporting them, are also going in here. I mean, they should be above MIBR, though. Are DRX here? Is this my list? I think it might be, you know. BLG are contenders. Are they, though? Are they contenders? I think there's 6 teams who can win this tournament. I could put BLG above RRQ. I'm happy to do that. I think there's 6 teams that can win the tournament. And I think it's those 6. You think DRX should be in the bottom? No, I think you're wrong. MIBR and DRX are not the same situation. DRX actually looked good during group stage. Sen above Fnatic is criminal, but I think Fnatic have more things to fix than Sen. I think Sen have quite a few things that they need to be better at, but I think Fnatic have more problems. Which team winning is the funniest? Probably DRG, I think. Because if DRG won the tournament, it would be off the back of playing a bunch of absolutely bizarre comps, like comps without a drone agent, playing double duelist breach on certain maps. Like it would playing a ton of Clove. Yeah, it would mess up the whole Valorant ecosystem. No one would know what to do. Like it would be it would be very funny. It would be very funny. Right, there is my tier list. Done. Giants were in finals. Are they not better than T1 and DRG? Well, DRG were in the finals as well. 4 out of 10 list. Well, go make your own list. Go make your own little list. Go make your own little list. Fucking print it out. Get it in a fucking envelope. Post it to me. And I'll fucking rip it up. How about that? Oh yeah, the Val Esports site. I did want to take a look at that as well. Yeah, what is this? I mean, I might even make a roasting video about this. Right, who have they got? Let's take a look. G21, Paper X2. Okay, fair enough. RRQ3, Billy 4. NRG5. NRG5 over Liquid? Don't know about that, Chief. Fnatic 7. T1 8. DRG and 9. How the fuck did DRG get to 9 despite not winning a single fucking event? Sen 10. Talon. Nongshim in 12. How are Nongshim in 12? Did Chobra make this list? DRX Gen G, Gilai, EDG, Heretics are joint 17th with Giants, Wolves 19. Let's fucking go. Who's at the bottom? Apex are above Mates. How the fuck have they worked that out? How have they got Apex 43? Who the fuck made this? How are 2G 32? How are 2G better than KC and Foot? And DFM? What? How the fuck are 2G that high? What the fuck? How have they come up with this? It's made on context of play, recent performance, margin of victory, strength of opponent. I mean, it's interesting. It's all over the fucking place. Apex did play a lot of close games. Like it is actually base to not have Apex down here. But Gentle Mates are higher than Apex. They were a better team than Apex. And JD Mall, JDG Esports should be down there. Tech were dog shit. This record is bullshit and lies. Whoa, you can click on them. Go on, tell me how are Apex here. Margin of victory, 7 to 24. Average strength of opponent, 1306. How the fuck have they come up with this? It's wrong. Powered by AWS. Powered by bullshit. Anyway, it's now time to do what really matters. And what really matters is my top 10 player list. Top 10 players for VCT Championes 2025. Right, we're going to do this as we tend to do it, which is click on champs, go on the overview, get the players, toggle rosters. Here we go. Hello and welcome to my top 10 list for Champions 2025. Now, this list will probably anger some of you because I think this is the hardest list we've ever had to make. There's 16 teams to make it from. Choosing just 10 of those players is not very easy. And also, there are a bunch of teams who are going to champs who aren't performing very well in their most recent games, which makes it even harder. So with that all said, let's just dive in, shall we? Let's do this. I'm joined by my Twitch and YouTube chat, as you can already see. And here are the teams, although it is slightly wrong because Leaf will be playing. But we're going to do what I always do, which is start off with a shortlist. Make a short list of players for this and then go from there. So here we go. G2, players to consider for my top 10 players. You know what? I am going to consider Leaf. He might still get in there. Move camera? What's wrong with my camera? Oh, my camera is in the way. That's what's wrong with my camera. Where should I put it? Should I put myself down here? With the Rager Edge stuff? Should I take that off for now? Maybe I will. But then where am I going to put you guys? Maybe there. Maybe I'll put you up here. No, I'll put you there. Okay. Shortlist. We're putting Leaf on the shortlist. Don't care what you say. Don't care he didn't play many games. He's on there. He looked amazing straight away. I actually think Valen has been incredibly good. Incredibly good. Now Trent, I know Trent doesn't have the stats though. We know Trent doesn't have the stats. But he's still Trent. NRG. Ooh. Are they top 10? Matter? Jonah P did play very well. I think it's just Matter. Sen, Zekan, and Narrate, I think, are the two that are up for consideration right now. I'm already getting bribed.
Alpha number 1?
I'm already getting bribed. MIBR. Aspas is going to end up on this list just to annoy you all, I think. My boy's BLG. I mean, he's going on there. YZ and Russia are getting consideration. DRG. Vukashu is getting consideration. EDG. I mean, we have to put Kang up for consideration. Unfortunately, my goat Chichu has started out yelling and his numbers aren't very good. I don't think he's making it. I don't think any of G-Lai are making it. Sorry, Happy Way. Happy Way would probably be the one. Fine, I'll put Happy Way on here. We can't put Chichu on there. This is just a short list, by the way. Liquid, Nats, Kiko, Trex. I think that's it. Giants. Go on, I'll give our a little shout. Why not? We'll take a look. Fnatic, Chronicle, Kayak, Alpha Year, Heretics, Riens, Woot. You think Westside is making a top 10 list? Top 10 players in the world? Paper X. Jing. Forsaken. Something. Devi. I can't put 5 Paper X players in there. RRQ. Jemkin. I think it might just be Jemkin, to be honest, from RRQ. T1. Meteor. Am I putting Buzz in there? I'll take a look. DRX. DRX. Sad face. Farah deserves to shout. You're basing it off one game. You're basing it off one little game. Mako? No. Right, that is my shortlist. How many players is that? Let's take a look. Now we've got 15 slots. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 players to take a look at and cut down. Now, again, the way I tend to do this is start off with the players who I know are making the list. I just made a video about this the other day, so this will come as no surprise. Something's making the list. I also think Forsaken is probably making the list, if I'm being real with you, and I don't think many of you would complain. Is there anyone else who's definitely making this list? Alfia is definitely making this list. Alfia is 100%. I actually think I'm going to put both of these on, I think. I'm going to put both Nats and Kiko on the list. Is that crazy to put Nats and Kiko on there? Is that crazy to put those two on there? Already? Without even looking? Most of you are saying no. I do think that's fair, honestly. A part of me really wants to put Leaf on there now already. But I will wait. I will wait for now. But I do kind of want to. Right. I would give heavy consideration to Rien's, Kayak, Chronicle, Leaf, Zekken, Jing, Trent, Narrate, YZ, Devi. I mean, Jemkin, Meteor, Buzz. Holy, that's... Okay, yeah, I think I'm ending it at those 4. Those 5, sorry. But I'm not sure that they'll end up as my top 5. I'm not saying they'll end as my top 5, but I think I do want to put them on the list. The thing about Nats and Kiko is if you put one on, you kind of feel like you do have to put the other one on there as well. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Let's dive into some numbers. Let's start with Americas. Let's dive into some numbers here. Take a look at the stats. Oxy, the highest rated player. Unlucky. Where is Leaf? I thought Leaf was high. Or did they take Leaf off? Oh no, maybe not as high. Did he not have a good grand final? Oh no, he didn't. He pounded Sen in this game. Didn't have as... The thing about Leaf, of course, is the sample size is not big. So, highest rated players here. Valen, going crazy. I mean, the thing is, I need to put Valen on one of these lists. Normally, I don't take IGLing into consideration. But he has been playing out of his mind, it must be said. Man, even Jonah's doing well as well. Narrate. Probably has... I mean, I don't think... Saying Narrate has been Sen's best player, I don't think it would be a hot take at all. I think almost everyone would agree with that. Jonah up there, super high. Here's your boy. If I put Aspas on this list, people are going to be so annoyed. Oh, people are going to be so annoyed if I put Aspas on this list. It would be very funny, wouldn't it? Zekan's still up there. Trent's still up there. Leaf here too. Scuba, Derek. Anyone else? See, Mada not that high. Yeah, I think that's one I can take off this list, to be honest. Sorry, Mada. I think I can take him off the list. Keeping Aspas there, though, just to annoy people. Is that all of the Americas players? Yeah. So the rest of them can all stay. EMEA. Ruxick might go. Ruxick would have made my top 5, by the way, if he was here. If Navi qualified, he would have been in there straight away. Not only would he have been there, he would have been the test as to whether people had actually been watching or not. Kiko has made my list already. Nats. I mean, Rien's. Tough to not consider Rien's. Woot also up there. Who else we got? Kayak then. Okay. Trex. Yeah. Alpha. Yeah. I mean, I've already put Alpha on there. His rating actually isn't as high as I thought. But I don't care. It's Alpha here. Crashies. So anyone below this, really, we probably should be looking at taking off. Where's Ara? Oh, he's here. Is Ara high enough? Has he proved himself enough? I think he's got to go. I think he's got to go. Who else we got on there? Trex. Where's Kron? 1.02. Not looking amazing for him. Not going to lie. Not looking amazing for him. The others, though. Woot Kayak. Chronicle Trex. I'll stay there for now. Stay there for now, but potential cut. Pacific. May. Something. Jing. Jing and Devi are higher than Forsaken. But who's a better player? Forsaken. Jempkin up there, as always. Karen. Sag. Where's Texture? Is he up there? Oh, Texture, let the side down. Hyunmin, actually, incredibly high. But I don't care. It's crazy how little I care about that. And you can't make me care. Meteor, actually not that high. Meteor, not that high. Texture had a 1 rating. That's crazy low. For him. Who are we looking at? Yeah, Devi, Jing, Jempkin, Meteor, Buzz. Where's Buzz? If Buzz has a negative rating, I mean, you're getting off the... Oh, you're off. Gone. Gone. And then we need to check China. Which now does have this. Stu was the highest rated player, and then you go slowly. YZ. Who do I have up there? I did have... Who have I got? I've got YZ, Russia, Vukashu, Kankang, Happy Way. Well, there's Happy Way. Life, K-Knight. There's Vukashu. Raga. Kankang. Janae. See, this is the thing. You can't have Chichu. Chichu's down here, guys. You can't have him on there. You just can't have him on there. It's just not. It just doesn't work like that. Where was Russia? Oh no, he's there. I was like, oh, is he not up there? No, he is. Good. Good. Man, okay. I really hate when, you know, you never end up with any Chinese players in the top 10. Because, like, in fact, I mean, it's my list. I can just change that if I want. And I will. I will be changing that. There will be a Chinese player in my top 10. Right. So this is the list. We've got 5 players on there. Leaf is kind of a separated incident. I think I would take Valen over Trent right now. If I'm going to put a G2 player in, I think it's going to be Valen. Is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy. I might just do it. I mean, I'm going to end up with a G... You have to have a G2 player in your top 10. That would be crazy not to. I might end up with 2, though. That's the thing. I'm not going to get rid of these 2 yet. I want to put Narrate over Zekken as well. Because I think that's... I personally like these to be an accurate reflection of the moment in time. I don't like hindsight harrying them and being like, oh, your top 10 list was slightly wrong. Like, I think the top 10 lists are better when they are like the fact that Plat Chat we had Jempkin 1. We had like Martin. We had Narrate for KC when they went to Madrid as like the second highest rated player or whatever. Like, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it's more interesting to look at it from that lens, I think, rather than the other way. I really want to put Aspas on the list just to annoy people, to be honest. I don't think I could put Vukshu on there. Because I just don't agree with buying no shields Vandal. Maybe I do, though. God, this is why this is so hard. Because it's a mix of, like, players who are playing well now and historic good performers. Man, this is so hard, man. I got 4 slots for a top 10. Well, I have 9 if I count the top 15. How many are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I need to get rid of half of these names. Half of these names need to go. Right. Zekken must make a top 15. So therefore, Narrate also must. Must Zekken make a top 15? Could I leave him off? I did say I'm going to put a Chinese player in there. So yeah, you're right. I'm putting YZ in there. I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Leave him off? You know what? I actually could. I actually could. Like, looking at these other names, I really want to put Ashpass on there to annoy people. Like, I really, really want to. I don't think I'm going to put Happy Way on there. I think I take Russia over Happy Way. Man, how would I order these specific players? I'd probably go... Man, that's rough. That is rough. I might go Jemkin 1, honestly. I think it's between Jemkin and Jing. I think I'm not putting Meteor on this list. I just don't have space. I just don't have space for Meteor, I'll be honest. I just don't have space. I really want to put Rienz on there because it just feels right. I don't think I have space for Trex either. Right, we're down to 1. So I've got 7 there. 8. I've got 7 more spots for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still need to get rid of 6. I need to get rid of 6 of those players. That's fucking rough. Remove Kang Kang? Ah, that feels rough, no? Chronicle out? I'm not as against that. He didn't have a great stage 2. I'm not as against Chronicle out. Oh, man, Leaf Trent, it just feels like they have to be on there. Could I get rid of Zekken? Woot, a lot of you are saying out. I would pick Rienz over Woot. Rienz is definitely making the top 15. He's making the top 15 at least. There's no way, right? There's no way he's not. That would be insane not to. What about Kayak, though? I mean, I would take Kayak over Woot. I take Jing over Woot. I take Jemkin over Woot. I do just want to put Aspas on there because it's funny. I would probably take Zekken as well over Woot. Would I even take Kankang, though? Kankang probably does need to go. He probably does need to go. You know what, though? Again, I'm going to respect the Chinese Valorant. I'm going to put Russia in this top 15. You can't stop me. It's my list, and you can't stop me. And this, well, I mean, I'm kind of giving away one of my predictions here. BLG will make it out of the group. BLG will make it out of the group and will finish in the top 6. And if they're going to do that, it's going to be off the back of YZ and Russia. So, put them in the top 15. I'm just going with my gut. Anyway, how many am I on? I've got 7, 10. So I've got 5 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 from 9. A lot of you want Woot out. I'm not going to be swayed. Woot was incredible for a while. I actually think Devi would go first. You're really testing me about whether I can put Aspas on this list, but I really, really think it would be very funny. Oh my god, this is so hard. This is way harder than any other tournament. What the heck? What are we talking about? I've got to get rid of 3 of those players. A lot of you are just saying Woot, which is now making me think like, oh, maybe they're right. Fine. 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 Brother, how am I getting rid of 2 of those players? This is not even for the top 10. This is for the top 15. Now, Aspas is only there because it's funny. But if I do put him in, it will be funny. Wait, what am I talking about? It's Aspas. Who's the greatest player of all time? Oh my god, who am I getting rid of them? Oh, you're all saying Kron. Go on, I'll make you a bit bigger. You can take more of the screen. In fact, I'll put me back at the top. Right. Man, this is so hard. Could I take Zekken out? I would take Jemkin over Zekken. Kayak or Zekken? I might take Kayak. I think I have to take Zekken out. I can't believe I'm doing it. Zekken is normally locked into my list. He's normally locked in. Is Trent better than Zekken? I mean, right now, maybe. Is Leaf? Can I keep... Oh, Leaf might be an easy out as just like an excuse he didn't play much. But it is Leaf. But I do have an easy excuse as to why he didn't make the list. It is a coward's way out. I've got to take Zekken out. I can't believe I've just done that. Now, don't get me wrong. Aspas should not be on this list, probably. He won't be on most people's lists. But I really want to troll some people. Man. I could take Leaf out. That would be the easy. The easy option is to take Leaf out. Or Aspas. One of those two is the easy one. So, I mean, it's between those two, I think. which means that all of them are making it. It's between these two. Aspas is funny. A coin flip? Go on. I'll flip a coin. You know, parking, yes. I had to go to A&E. Not me, but for my girlfriend the other day. Why are you having to pay for parking at A&E? What if there's something really wrong with you? Right. Heads, Aspas, tails, Leaf. In terms of they stay. So heads is Aspas stay. It is. You probably can't see that. That is Queen Elizabeth's head. Aspas stays. Leaf is gone. Sorry, Leaf. You only played 2 games. That's why you didn't make it. Otherwise, you would have been a certainty to make it. Aspas makes the list. Okay. Now we need to order the list, though. Now comes the even harder part. Ordering the list. Right, let's start with the obvious. And the obvious here, because I just made a video about it. That's the obvious. I also think it's funny that he's on the list, but he can go there. To calm you all down. Valid number two, says Wes. The rest of this, I think, is quite hard, honestly. I do think the rest of this is genuinely very, very tough. Oh, man. Nats is 2 for sure. I don't think that's true. I think... Oh, man, that is tough. God, this is very tough, isn't it? Let's just put Russia at 14. Because that's not too hard. And then let's go from the bottom up. Actually, might be easier. So the people that I was kind of struggling with was like what? Jing. Kayak. I think I would take Jemkin over those 2 personally. So let's do that. Let's put Jing at... What, would you take Jing or Kayak? I think I'd go Kayak. Oh, a lot of you saying Jing, but are you Paper Rex fans? Probably. I'm going Kayak. Let's do that. I think a Chinese player should always be my number 9. So I'm putting YZ at 9. I'm just locking him in at 9. Just to run with... I have got 15 players here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're good. So YZ has to be 9. Oh, who am I putting at 11, though? Valen needs to make the top 10. I didn't say... Well... Who am I putting at 11 and 10? Yeah, I think Trent maybe at 11 is fair. I think that maybe is fair. I was thinking maybe 10 for Trent, but I couldn't think of who to put 11. So yeah, let's put Trent at 11. And then I think might go narrate 10. Because I think I'd take Rienz over Trent. Narrate. Sorry. For me personally. Right, and then that gives us this. I guess Rien's probably should be next. And honestly, I think Jemkin should be next. I kind of struggled my way through this. Would I put Rien's higher than Jemkin? Yeah, I would. I would. Let's swap them around. Right. Who's a better player, Kiko or Nats? I know Nats is IGLing, but try and take IGLing out of it if you can. Who's a better player of the video game? Oh, the people are debating this now. I mean, that is a crazy debate, isn't it? Nats or Kiko? I mean, it's a very tough debate, isn't it? I think most of you saying Nats, but that's because you like Nats. Look at Alpha Z and MEA stats. Oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna put these guys next. I'm saying that I was just wondering who should put higher. And wondering if there was a clear consensus that I couldn't pick from, but no, you all agree. I mean, Nats is just Nats is the GOAT. Really. He's one of the GOATs, to be fair. I think I might put Nats first. I might put Alpha next though. At like 6. I might put, would I take Alpha or Kiko? Probably. I think I'd rather, like, if I was drafting a player, I think I'd take Alpha. I'm gonna go Kiko next. I'm gonna go Kiko next and then Alpha. God, I like this list. This list is very different from a lot of the other lists that I've done. And then we separate these guys. Now, funnily enough, they're all IGLing. I've got 3 IGLs in my top 5. And normally I don't even take IGLing into account. Why is Valen so high? Because it's Valen, bro. But if I was drafting players, I would put Valen 4. Of those players. If I'm not taking IGL into account. But I've wanted to put Valen on this list for so long. Because he has deserved it. So I don't care. I don't care if you think he's too high. I don't care! Right. And then Forsaken or Nats.
Why is the America's
Forsaken or
MVP
Nats.
so high? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it. I'm going Nats 2. And I'm going Forsaken 3. I mean, it's no shame in being 3. Hey, oh, you're the 3rd best person in the world at this thing. And one of them is your teammates. There's no shame in that. I think that might be my list. Is it a good list? No? What's the biggest problem on this list? I do have Narrate over Trent. Which does feel a little wrong. Kayak way too low? Look, I told you a China player is going in this list. Aspas? Well, that's just a... don't include Aspas in the why the list is bad. No, Jemkin? Huh? You don't think Jemkin should be on this list? You don't think... Right, you guys just haven't watched RRQ. No, Leaf? I mean, I did consider Leaf. There's no way you guys are anti-Jemkin. Watch the guy play! Jemkin is too high. Would I swap him with Trent? Trent next to Rienz does have a nice little ring to it, to be fair. Am I being peer pressured here? But Trent right by Rienz. I mean, should Trent be higher than Rienz? He hasn't played that well. He's actually had a pretty down. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. No. Rienz should be higher. Narrator's been better than... Yeah, but it's not just about this stage. It is about how good they are overall. Right, that's the list. I don't care to change it anymore. That's the list. Lock it in. Is it perfect? No. Do I care? No. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day to all of you. To all, a good night.
Stop
Okay, hated
listening to
fate.
your chat. Half of
You know
them are
what?
lower than you and your goal.
Where are you? Hated fate. Timeout for a day. I'm not streaming tomorrow, and I'm about to end the stream now. So, it won't matter, but it's just to send a message. It's just about sending a message. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Pick'ems, I'll do a Pick'ems video closer to the time, because you never know. Someone might not have a visa. Someone might get ill. All that kind of thing. But yeah, goodbye everyone. Have a nice day.